Greetings, my name is Sean Steinley with HPC Fire Inspired, and I have Chad Ewing, our National Sales and Marketing Director with HPC Fire Inspired. We're going to talk about our top 10 with Fun with Fire. We talked about spring startup, and we also talked about gas line, and now we're going to talk about proper usage of media. But first, I want to remind everybody about our promotion. We have a 50% discount off the Penta HPC stainless steel Penta burner when you trade in the brass burner. As you can see, a lot of folks are having trouble with the competition's brass burner. They're not starting up this spring. A lot of times we've seen startups fail because of the corrosion and water that gets into the electronic ignition. With the HPC Penta burner, you can see we have a raised hub. The water, if it does rain and you do have the cover off the unit, the rain is going to fall down to the weep holes and disperse away from the electronic ignition. And that's the success of the patented HPC stainless steel Penta burner. But Chad's going to go into a little bit more details on the proper media usage that gets the best performance out of your fire pit. Chad?
Thanks, Sean. We're going to talk about our three typical medias that we got here. We got our concrete gas logs here in the front. In the middle, we have our 1/4-inch fiberglass. And then over on the left-hand side there, we have our lava rock. Those are the three typical medias that we have. One thing to note, all HPC burners or any burner that goes to CSA for testing is tested with either lava rock or glass on top of them. So all burners, again, covered with glass and media. That includes the CSA testing. Sean mentioned the brass jets there in that burner. Those are not covered when the media is on top of them. That allows for more water intrusion, and that gets some of the issues that Sean talked about previously. With the HPC, all the burners should be covered up to the blowout box. You can take that media all the way up to the bottom of that blowout box, but the blowout box perforation should not be covered during that. It is critical not to use too much glass when you're putting your glass on. We recommend a maximum of a 1/2 inch of glass on top of those burners. When you start to get too much glass on there, you're going to start to have flame pattern issues, and you also have the back pressure issues that could cause unnecessary heat back on the pan and the unit itself. For LP, we recommend you using a darker colored glass only because you're dealing with the LP, you're going to have that natural sooting occurring, so maybe a black reflective glass would be a good one to use there. Do not use a lava rock base and then put glass on top of that. You can get unnecessary pockets of gas trapped underneath the glass. You're going to add more unnecessary heat to the pan. And when it comes to servicing the pan, have to take it out. It's going to be very hard to separate that glass and that lava rock moving forward. With lava rock, some of that lava rock may be moist, and when you go to fire it up, that moisture is going to burn a blue flame until it burns off. After that blue flame burns off, it will go back to the normal orange-yellow flame that you're used to seeing. With concrete gas logs, those can be applied on top of lava rock. Typically in a TP style on top of the rock. The one thing that I will note, the Penta burner actually has an excellent flame pattern when using the concrete logs because the flame climbs up the concrete logs to add that taller, higher flame that you use there. The one thing to note, don't use too many logs because you're going to have the same issues that you had with too much media above. We typically recommend 9 to 12 logs max. So if you buy a 16 log set, use 12 logs, keep 4 of those as spares as they start to get dirty or sooting occurs. And those are the 3 types of medias and some of the common things that you want to look for.
Thanks, Chad. Wow, I didn't realize how much media made a big difference on performance.
It does make a big difference.
Thanks for that details. Again, we're running the promotion for trading in your brass burner for a Penta burner. That's 50% discount running through the end of May. Again, you can see with the brass burner, it corrodes, it takes on water, and that causes a lot of the startup issues and the firing issues. Again, with the Penta burner, you have a patented design. Water runs down through the weep holes and disperses away from any of the electronics and allows you to light every time. So thanks for listening to us. We appreciate your time. Bye for now from Dayton, Ohio, HPC Fire Inspired.
See you next time.